Thanks very much, John Line, reporting there on those elections in Cairo.
The Business Secretary Vince Cable has been described by a government advisor as a socialist who appears to do very little to support business. You're carrying, and you're going to hit the R instead of the N. There we are. We've got Lucy Hawkins is talking to us today about the torch in Bristol because Sarah Phillips is going to be carrying it later on horseback. Isn't
Didier Drogba going to be carrying it? Zebra wasn't going anywhere though, was it? 6:39.
Living with serious illness is hard enough for people. You might assume life could be made more bearable, though, with the help of modern medicine.
But the health watchdog NICE says too many people are not receiving enough pain relief because doctors are afraid and confused over prescribing drugs like morphine.
So it's issued guidelines asking doctors in England and Wales to make more use of strong painkillers. Professor Mike Bennett, thanks very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
6:43, you're watching Breakfast from BBC News, and that is our main story this morning.
And Moonrise Kingdom's out this Friday. And you're telling me you've never seen one of Bruce Willis's action hero movies?
Because once Moonlighting was over, that was it. I just wanted to preserve Bruce Willis as David in my head.
From when you were
how old? All time. I was about 14. He's changed a bit, hasn't he? There we go. Haven't we all?
Time now to get news, travel and weather where you are.
See you in a bit. Well, later on in the programme, we're going to be speaking to a GP, Dr. Barbara Murray, about pain management. That's in about an hour's time.
For the first time in their history, Egyptians will have the chance to have a free vote for their president today. And in a few minutes, we'll talk to Dr. Slava Ibrahim, who was born in Egypt and has been analysing the results already coming in from Egyptian voters living abroad.
Now, more than 80,000 incidents of racist abuse have been recorded in schools in England and Wales over 4 years. Figures obtained.
Hospitals in England are facing a new generation of superbugs. That's according to experts.
Nearly 500,000 young people in England have never had a permanent paid job after leaving education. That's according to an employment think tank. The Work Foundation says that
a campaign against the government's plans to introduce VAT on static caravans received the support of 27 MPs in the House of Commons last night. The Chancellor, George Osborne.
There's been a significant presenting the weather forecast, and now Prince Charles has turned his hand to another skill, a spot of DJing. So let's talk to Dr. Slava Ibrahim, lecturer in international development. Very good morning.
Good morning.
And as an Egyptian-born woman living here in the UK, you are eligible to vote and have indeed done so.
Influence on the rest of the Middle East.
Definitely it is.
Amongst the candidates, there is an ex-commander of the Egyptian Air Force, a judge, an Islamist candidate from the Muslim Brotherhood, and
the uprising. There are still protests still been taking place recently. Will we now see stability in Egypt after this election, or will the unrest? Much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this morning. 7:15. You're watching Breakfast. Here's what we've got coming up a little bit later on. We are poised for a glorious day of weather and sunshine. It's going to be lovely. And Carol,
very nice sailor suit to celebrate there.
So much. We should say that. So, Usman Ali from the National Union of Students joined. Do you think that mature students are feeling alienated from the younger students? Because we think of university as somewhere you go straight after school, and I think a lot of those younger students see mature students as not one of them, perhaps.
Yeah.
27 minutes past 7. What are we doing now?
The Olympic torch. We're going to have a look at it. Well, look at where it's starting its day's travels in Bristol, and Lucy Hawkins is there.
Carol is on HMS Belfast for us this morning, just telling us how high those temperatures are going to get.
First, though, news from the world of... Do they have a different wild animal on every tea?
I'm not sure of that. You're asking me more questions.
Yes. What time do they go on sale this morning?
11 o'clock, apparently. £6,500. Isn't that unbelievable?
7:45, you're watching Breakfast from BBC News. Our main stories this morning.
Let's find out from Carol. She's below decks, but we're still just getting the picture. Morning, Carol.
Good morning. Bridge for us now, along with plenty of people waiting to see it pass. Morning, Lucy.
Very much. In fact, we're told that Flame is running 20 minutes late because it took a wrong turning. So if you're going out to see it later, just be warned.
Did it take a wrong turning?
Yes.
Which sat-nav are they using?
Well, I don't know.
Well, in a few minutes, we're going to be talking to a GP about this. Dr. Barbara Murray is going to be joining us in about 10 minutes' time.
More than 80,000 incidents of racist abuse have been recorded in schools in England and Wales over 4 years. Figures obtained.
Hospitals in England are facing a new generation of superbugs. Experts at the health...
Nearly 500,000 young people in England have never had a permanent paid job after leaving education. The Work Foundation says.
Now Egyptians go to the polls today. It's the country's first fully democratic presidential election.
Voting will take place over 2 days to give everybody the chance to vote. Our reporter correspondent, obviously something you come across and have to do from time to time. How much of an issue is it for you? How much pain management you should do?
Well, is there a fear that a doctor might therefore be over-prescribing pain relief, that they might be afraid that when the patient dies they may be held in some way responsible? 15 minutes past 8. Still to come on Breakfast this morning.
I'm declaring the case with the county.
Played for a president. We've got someone else who's played for a president too, because it's Regina Spektor's coming and she's going to play for us too.
Has Carol played for a president?
Oh, she's forecast for a president, I'm sure.
I'm sure she has. Oh, for a queen she has.
Yes, she has.
Are we going to HMS Belfast or are we going to Clifton Suspension?
The sun there, and in most parts of the UK so far. Is it going to stay out where you are? Let's consult Captain Kirkwood on board HMS Belfast. And it's 24 minutes past 8. Metal theft is an issue we've looked at quite a lot recently. It's estimated 15,000 tonnes are stolen every year. It's a crime affecting lots of people, with stolen cable delaying trains or disrupting telephone or internet connections. And
it costs insurers £1 million a week. We've sent Steph to Bromsgrove, problem, haven't they, at the church? Steph, morning. All right, Steph, thanks very much.
Coming up, the BBC News Channel has.
But this is what we have for you on Breakfast this morning.
Time now to get news, travel and weather where you are.
See you in a moment.
Good morning, this is Breakfast with Susanna Reid and Bill Townwell.
Good morning. Hospitals in England are facing a new generation of superbugs. Experts at the health...
Good morning. From the look at that video, you missed the rowboat. Somehow left without you. What is that song? What is that song about?
Well, it's really hard for me to talk about songs because a lot of the time I sort of feel like I'm being a traitor of some sort. Because
what are the situations or the moments that you find you're most inspired and creative?
You end up kind of acting it. I mean, I never experienced what they had gone through because they saw to that.
America, and how did you then pick up the pieces of your musical life? We get musicians who have played for American presidents, but this morning we're blessed we have two, and you are one of them. You've played for President Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. It was at the White House, wasn't it?
It was very exciting.
Great pleasure to have you with us. I mean, as somebody who plays live, you said you were feeling very nervous about being on live.
I am. My hands are jittery.
We'd never have known.
Brilliant.
Live television. I don't know how you guys do it.
Yeah, same as us performing live on stage playing piano. We can't do that.
Regina, great to see you. Thank you so much. And the new album, What We Saw from the Cheap Seats, is out on Monday.
And she's going to be playing at the end of the programme one of the songs from the album.
Now, though, 8:44, we're going back to HMS Belfast. Yesterday she was feeding the penguins at the zoo.
Something to say to you, Carol?
Yes?
Ding dong. See you later.
Oh.
Moonrise Kingdom is out this Friday.
Now, 8:53, after years of struggling to break into the music industry, our next guest can say she has well and truly made it. After being born near Islamabad and moving to Hampshire, her voice and style led Burt Bacharach to invite her to sing at his house.
In a moment, we'll talk to Ruben, an album of covers of songs previously sung by men. So let's take a look at the new single. It's P.F. Sloan.
No.
Yes, because previously you were singing about people like Aretha. Q Aretha.
Yeah.
Q Aretha. Q Aretha. Is it coming, Aretha?
You gave her.
Really would have wanted. It's almost sort of be careful what you wish for. Is that the right control of your life a little bit? Do you think?
Yeah, but something's lost and something's gained.
For it to happen to two guests on the programme. So
I'd seen her on YouTube doing that fantastic performance because I'd watched anyone who'd ever performed at the White House I was watching.
Lovely to see you. New album Boys Don't Cry is out on the 28th of May.
Is that The Cure? The Cure desperately. Denise Black and Michael Starr will be with us in a moment.
Talking to them in a moment. First, here's a quick last look at what's happening where you are. Right, our next guests have been in several different television programmes between them, including Coronation Street, Brookside and Doc Martin.
Now both of them are on stage in the musical Sister Act, which is halfway through its tour of the UK.
Denise Black plays Mother Superior. Michael Starr...
That's it from us. Tomorrow on the programme, not one but two of the contestants evicted from The Apprentice tonight, and
we're going to be talking to?
Yeah.
Bob Geldof.
All right.
Thanks for your company this morning. I'm going to leave you with Regina Spektor as she sings Small Time Moon from her new album. Thanks for your company. Bye-bye.